This is a different kind of market. So if you notice, there are no crocheted items. Just my rice pads, heating pads, and cooling pads, and a few other things. But for this market, I was not allowed to do the crochet, or let's just say I wasn't accepted on that. And so this is what I could do. It was a great day, and I did enjoy myself. Just didn't have a lot of sales. I still like my product. Hi YouTube creators, this is Francie with Created by Francie, and I think I just have a hodgepodge of things to talk about. The last market that I did, which was a week ago today, so last Saturday, today's Saturday, I was actually sitting at a market, and probably not the market you would think I would do. So, I tried to get into this market with my crochet items, and they said, no, we already have the crochet slot filled. So there were actually 2 other crocheters there. And then I thought, well, let me try with just sewing items. So I reapplied and said, what if I just have sewing items like rice heating bags, keychains. Basically, that's all I was going to focus on. And they accepted me with that. So we got accepted for that. So I focused on my rice heating pads. I was going to do the heating pads, the keychains, lanyards, the things that hold pins in it that you put on the notebooks, or you snap on the lanyards. So many different things I was going to do. And I finally realized you just need to focus on one thing because you don't have time to produce enough to have a market. So I focused mainly on the rice heating pads, and I'll show you a few. I think I've showed you them before, so I don't want to bore you with that again. And I'll tell you how I did, and I'm not really sure how to move forward with things. So that's everything we're going to talk about. So some of the rice heating pads I sold were kind of like this size. So it's just a small size that you would put, on smaller areas of your body, not the longer ones. And I had some fabric that had scriptures on it. The squares are scriptures. So some of them I made like with a Christian theme, and some of them were not. So like this is just jellyfish. I want to say octopus. Jellyfish. Okay, and I had these in the big as well. I love these. Okay, I have used mine for so many years. It was given to me at a retreat, and yeah, I use it all the time. I'm actually going to make one for myself. I may already have one made. Let me see if I can pull this. Yeah. So this material here, that's from Malawi. This one is made, but it hasn't been filled with rice. This one goes around the neck like that. They could be a little bit longer. I don't know. I basically go by the cut on the yard because this is how long, when you divide a yard in half, this is how long it's going to be. Now I could make it a lot longer, but I think I get the most when I make them this long. But again, I don't think I need the most because it's not like things are flying off the rack or anything like that. But I am, if I haven't made one of these, if I don't have one made, I'm going to finish this one and keep it for myself. So I love this. If y'all don't have one, you need to get one. And I've looked on Etsy, and people do sell them on Etsy. I still think I've got really neat material. because it's not from our country, so nobody's going to have it unless somebody from another country is doing the same thing, which is rare. So I haven't seen like this material. I've seen some with, you know, with the religious material, but this is a fancy one I did. I did the little leaves around it. I don't know. And you often wonder, is my stuff good quality? You know, I mean, it's not like a machine made it, of course. There's mistakes and so forth. Everything is not even and straight. And I hate back, you know, when you sew and you have to go back. Oh my goodness. It always makes it look so bad. And I don't know how to fix that. So now I have all these rice bags. So to do the market was $40. And it was at like a farm that is been there forever, and people go to this farm, I think, to get some vegetables or just to hang out. Like they had a farmer's market this Saturday, and I tried to get in that one, and they were going to accept me. It was actually just $25 because they do it once a month, and I thought if I could get in for once a month, that would be good. They said, well, you can come, but you can't sell your crochet items because we already have someone. I said, then I don't want to come, because that's where I make my money. I don't make money with this, even though these are really neat. I don't, it's just the clientele. I don't have people who need these, though they would make good Valentine's gifts, birthday gifts, or just because gifts. So it's just so frustrating. I like to create, and I would love to make some side money to save for things like my RV that I want to get. But it's just not working. So I don't know. Sometimes I think I just create and I basically give it away. So I sent a couple of these to a friend of mine. She homesteads, so she doesn't have a microwave, but she does have a fireplace, a wood stove that she could set it. She could put it in a pan and put it in the wood stove, or even set it on top to get it warm. I don't know if she has refrigeration, but if she did, she could put one in the refrigerator. But I sent her two, so yeah, because why not? I did one with chickens that I know she likes, and I did, oh, hers was beautiful. I think there's a picture of it on the tables I'm going to show you of the market, but it's this material on the back, and then on the front I think there was like 2 scriptures and then a picture, a cross with a dove. I wanted that so bad for myself. Now I could make it, but that one I actually cut the squares and cut additional material. It was a lot more time consuming because it's like making a little quilt. Anyway, so that was that market. It cost $40. I made $85, so I made a total of $45, and I spent probably $40 or more. So that was a wash. It was fun. It was enjoyable. But I know I spent a lot of money. I had to get another canopy tent, the table covers. I had one table, I borrowed another one. Yeah. I don't know if I would have done well with the crochet either. There were 2 other crocheters, and I always compare myself. I looked at the crocheters. One, I know I crochet better than. It was very obvious. I thought, you know, my stitches are better, you know, so that made me feel good. The other one was comparable to how I crochet. She had a lot of bigger items to try and sell and not as many small ones. She did have some things on a swing, which usually sell. Those usually do well. So I don't know how she did. Excuse me. It's not like you can go and say, hey, how'd you do today? So I hope they did well. Yeah, you always wish people the best. And even though we all make crocheted items, we don't all crochet the same things. So even if I was there, I look at the animals that I have. Some were similar to one of the crocheters, but some weren't, you know. And so it's just frustrating. It's frustrating. So I don't know what to do about trying to sell these things. And then I thought, focus on making YouTube videos and just crocheting that way. Maybe doing more tutorials about just basic stitches. I thought about even getting a book of just all the different crochet stitches and just learning how to do them and showing you all how to do them. I don't know, so many things run through my head. I also thought, what if I open an Etsy shop or a Shopify or whatever you do, and I just made it teddy bears. That's it. We're just selling teddy bears. We're not even going to say they're crochet teddy bears. Just teddy bears. And they would be crocheted, but I don't have to say that. So one of the teddy bears I crochet is this guy. I think he is so cute. I mean, am I wrong? Is he not cute? I followed a pattern. I followed a YouTube video by this boy named, I think his name was Zach, several years ago. I have 2 of them. They've never sold. I did make the scarf. They didn't, I don't even remember what I did for the scarf. I don't remember, but I think he's so cute. I love him. The other one's a blue, so it's a different kind of color. But I don't know. I think he's so cute, but yet for years I've taken him to markets. Not that I do a lot, but nobody even looks at him. Everybody needs to have a teddy bear. I don't know. Is he cute or no? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's not cute. But I make this stuff and I look at it, and that's why I enjoy making it. You know, and then I made this one. It does have weighted beads, so it can stand. This is a more recent pattern. I forget who did it, but I think I showed you another video of who did this one. It's cute. I did have a few people look at it. The one teddy bear that sold was the mini one by Oak and Marlowe. You know, they have made mini versions, and I did the mini one with the little hat. That one sold. At the one market that I did well, I made like $400, so that was really good. There were a lot of kids, there was a lot of traffic, and I think that makes a difference. I don't think there was that much traffic. It looked like a lot of people were there, but when I should have counted how many actually walked into my booth, because I wouldn't say it was that many. I'd say it was under 20, you know, but no more than 50 for sure. And see, here's another one. I think this is just so cute. So I thought maybe I should do a store that's just teddy bears, but you don't say it's crochet teddy bears. You just say, you know, teddy bears to give to your loved ones, you know, come up with some catchy thing. Teddy bear friends. Everybody needs a teddy bear. I don't know. It's so cute. I guess I want to retire. I want to retire. And I want to travel. And I want to be able to do, you know, take something on the road that I could do and make an income on it. So that's why I think about all these things. But for now, I just create. I hope I don't ever get to the point where I just get rid of all this and just say, forget it. It's not working. Because then what in the world do you do? What do you do if you don't create? I don't know. I can't just sit there. Anyway, let me show you some things. I got some new material from Malawi. My friend, I I messaged her and said, hey, do you still have some material? I don't even know why I like this material or what to do with it. But this is another one I got. I just love it. And let me show you without the stickers. I love this. I just love it. But I don't know what to do with it. I have thought about trying to find a really nice tote bag or a purse. I think they would look really pretty. I know a lot of people do those box makeup bags, and they do them in light pastel colors. But I'm thinking, why can't we do them in darker colors? You know? But again, it's a lot of material. And then, you know, I mean, not necessarily material, but you've got to have like the thicker batting, and you got to do the quilting, and there's just a lot more to it. I think if I found a unique purse that wasn't complicated to make, I'm not too big with zippers, but I've done it. A nice purse with a handle. I don't know if it would sell. But what I can say is I have a lot of gifts to give people. And like I said in one of my videos, maybe I should just sit downtown and set things on benches and give them away and watch people's reactions. I wish you could videotape that, but you know, you couldn't videotape someone without their knowledge. So I don't know. All right, so that's this material. And then I want to show you one more thing before I close this video out. I have some yarn I purchased from Premier. I've never even opened it. So let's open it. Okay. All right. So here is my package. I haven't opened it. I don't even remember when I ordered it. I don't know if there's a date. I don't see a date. December 10th. Okay. It's been over a month. And it's just been sitting here. So let's open it and see what I ordered, because I don't remember. Obviously it's yarn. Right? Obviously it's yarn. Okay. Whoa. I don't know why I would get this. A neon. I don't know if they were on sale. Maybe they were on sale. That is bright. Wow. Okay. I got neon. This is just a basic yellow. It's made in Turkey. Lemon. This is called lemon. Not sure why I got this either. Maybe to make chicks on a swing. It could have been that. And then a green. This type of green I like. I don't know why I was getting this green. I try to get the green like the Shrek green to have, because that gets hard to find. So this might have been for that. I'm not sure. What color is this? I don't know. I don't know. Sour apple. Oh, yeah. It does look like sour apple. Another lemon. White is always good. 2 whites. I think I did try to get 2 of every color that I did order. A blue, of course. Oh, this is different. Okay, so this is Premier Basics. I love this yarn. I do like this yarn. The Parfait Chunky, if it does not feel very soft, I don't know. I hope it doesn't stick to my hooks. What color is this? Periwinkle. I like this color. Not sure what I would make out of it, but I like it. And then this is I don't know why I keep losing the color. Light blue. Okay, that was light blue. And then, oh, of course, this color, the browns, tans. Always good to have this. This is sand. Yes, I remember getting that. Maybe I should make some teddy bears. Oh, this is a little bit darker. So I didn't get 2 of every one. This is steel cut oat, so it's a little bit darker, and that is the basics that I like. Oh, this one. Look at this one. What? Oh, look, it's got a fuzzy. Wow, it looks dark. My lighting is not very good in this room. It looks like a dark brown. Chocolate. I think I was going to make some dogs. You know, like the loaf cats. I was going to do the loaf dogs. Guys, I really want to create. There is one more thing I'm going to try. And there's a flea market that runs constantly every weekend. And it's not far from where I live right now. And you can rent daily. Like, it's only open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So you can just rent one day. When I first researched it, I thought you had to have like a store and pay a monthly fee, like $250. I don't know, but there's no way. But as I was looking, there's daily prices like in the 20s. And I thought, well, that's not too bad. If I could do that once a month. So I want to try this before I say it's a total flop. Once a month to get a market going. And I think I would need to be inside because it's Florida. So the air-conditioned areas are going to cost more. I was going to go Saturday to check it out. I've only been there once, but I haven't gone to the office to ask questions. I want to see a map of the available booths and, you know, all that kind of stuff. I tried to go, so like I said, it's not far from my house. I went to go, and there was this long line just to even get out of the street onto another street. And then the flea market was like across the street. And I'm like, why is there such a long line? And I thought, oh my word, they're all going to this flea market. So 2 things. 1, that means it gets a lot of traffic every weekend. So that's a good thing. But 2, I wasn't in the mood to wait through all of that. So the next time I go, which I should have tried to go today, either 1 late in the afternoon, because I was going about 10 in the morning when everybody was going, or when it opens right at 8 or whatever. Get there early, get a parking spot, and be able to go in and talk to people. So I definitely need to do that quickly so I can get signed up to do a market. And I think that way they don't say, no, you can't sell your crochet stuff. I can sell what I want. So I can sell my crochet stuff, and I can have the heating pads and my keychains. I had keychains there too. They're over there, but I think I've showed those to you before. So anyway, that's all I got for this video. Oh, one thing. I am crocheting this. Okay, and this is actually for one of my students. I don't know why it takes me so long to get something done. But I need to finish this out. And I'm still working on that Fiona for my sister. My sister's death anniversary is coming up this month. I'm working on Fiona. So here's her head for my daughter. And here's her hair. Yeah, okay. And I still have to do a sea star for one of my students. Also, did I bring that here? I'm working on, oh, it's over there. I'm working on a blanket for my nephew. Oh, what else am I working on? I got to do the sea star. And then I sent my sister, who's having a baby in February, it's pictures of like a little daggered Renaissance weapons, but like miniature size for a toddler or child. And I said, you wouldn't happen to need these, would you? And she's like, oh my word, yes. So I have to do those. So I have plenty to work on, okay? But I still would like to make some money. Yeah, I would like to make some money because I have a lot of things that I'm trying to save for. And I have a daughter getting married in June. So I need money just for the Airbnb. Yeah. All right. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Keep creating and keep bringing joy to people, because that's the main purpose. Making money is great. but bringing joy to people, that's even better. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.